Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here with Retire Different. Retire Different is a place for people who want to make great financial decisions and ask the right questions in order to have a really great retirement. Now, on our website, we've written several articles about ways that we think you can save money and make money in retirement. And there's one secret that we've spoken about in a different article that we think is a key to just changing your mindset about money in retirement, but also actually making money, saving money. And that is the art of negotiation. Now, I'm not an expert on, financial issues. I'm a person who's worked in the corporate world for over 40 years, and I can honestly tell you I've worked with some of the best negotiators in the world. And I'm just going to have a chat about the things that I've learned in my life, things that have worked for me in negotiation situations, and also to encourage you to try to develop that muscle, that negotiation muscle. I don't have any academic background on this, by the way. It's just what I know has worked. So isn't that how you do it when you get into the retirement years? You've got so much wisdom that you've accumulated, and you give great advice to other people, but sometimes not to yourself. So this is a way to look at negotiation and how you can apply it to your own life. Now, Nike was right. Just do it. If you want to write a book, just start writing it. If you want to travel the world, just take that first step. Whatever you want to do, you've got to start. You've got to start exactly where you are. Stop talking and start doing. And the way that you learn how to be a great negotiator is to do it. Just to start negotiating. And in another article, for example, we talked about how to negotiate an overdraft exemption, how to get your overdraft charge waived. Something that looks really simple and really low value in the great scheme of things. But actually, if you add it up over time, it's thousands and thousands of dollars saved. So you've got to start negotiating just exactly where you are. If you get a little bit of nervous and your stomach is like, oh, I don't really want to ask for that discount. The other day, it actually happened to me. I was going into a museum and they said there'll be $10. And I said, do you have any reductions for over 60s? And she said, yes, we do. And I said, thank you. She said, well, I don't like to ask. Exactly. They don't like to ask, but they don't have a problem when you ask. And that's how it works. You've got to be a little bit bold. And to be honest with you, as we get older, I think we just don't care quite as much what people think. And, at Retire Different, we're building on that we've got time, we've got wisdom, we've got courage to do these things. So start negotiating. Yes, we might be afraid of rejection, but that is no good reason to not have a go. So every time you purchase something over $200, for example, in value, it's really worth asking, may I have a discount? Or can you do a better price than this for me? Can you help me with this? And these are words that get them on the same page as you. These people are human beings just like you, and they've got this kind of ability to, relate to you and have an empathy for you if you just treat them like a human being. Say, hey, that's a little bit over my budget. And it's so funny, when we travel sometimes, we go to countries where bartering is a really common mean of exchange. In fact, it's expected. Like when in India, sometimes where they ask you for 200 rupees or something for an item, they expect you to say 150 rupees. And they know they're going to end up giving it to you for 100. That's just the way it works. So in certain countries, negotiation is a way of life. And in a way, that's what we're encouraging. So another thing you can say to someone is, it's something you can do to help me get this down, because honestly, my partner, husband, wife, whatever, just it's not going to work. I need to get this for a little less, or something similar. Because they want to get rid of their items, they want to sell things, that's their job, and they may just be able to give you that little discount. They may know that those items are going to be marked down in a couple of weeks, so they can give you that flexibility. So you got to practice. Go out to the market, go to like a brocante or some flea market, boot sale in the UK, and just try to negotiate prices down. You'd be surprised. You really will, but do it 10 times. This is my homework for you for the night or for the day. Go out and just try to negotiate on a few things. It can be big things. It can be like, a large bill, or it can be your mobile phone system or service, or all kinds of things. But just try to negotiate by asking really nicely, can you do a better price than that? And sometimes the younger people might look at you and go, what? No. And then just let it go. It doesn't matter. I mean, they may not have it in their script to be able to deal with you as a customer that's asking for a discount, but that's okay. Once you've said it once, It's like everything else. Do it 5 times you're comfortable. So there are a couple of things though to remember. First is you got to have a backup plan. And what is that? A BATNA, a backup. If they say absolutely not, or they say no, we don't discount here, then you've got to have a plan. And to be honest with you, part of that plan for me has to be to walk away. You may want that thing so badly. It may just be something you've been looking at or thinking about forever, but you have to have a backup plan. You have to be prepared to walk away. You also could do things if, for example, you're buying a car, or you're buying a high-priced item, and there's no possibility for a reduction. You can say, can you give me the same car a couple of years or younger? Is there anything you can offer me that's similar? Or you can just try to keep the negotiation going to get kind of what you want, but you really should have a backup plan in case they say no. Are you going to just walk away from it? Or are you going to start saying, okay, thank you for that. I'm sorry that you weren't able to help me. I think I just pop down to a few other dealers and see whether I can get a better price. And just make it clear to them that you are a thinking person, that you are a person that's going to get the price they want. And they may then say, well, okay, save you a trip. Why don't we give you a little bit of a discount, 5%, or, there's a coupon or something that they can do. They need a hook in order to offer, but you have to have a backup plan, and it has to involve perhaps walking away. Another thing that I wanted to mention, which is something that is so interesting to me, is that when we're trying to buy something, we don't like empty space. We don't like silence. So if we say to someone, is it possible for you to give me a better price on this? And then stop and listen for their answer. Because it's going to take them a couple of seconds to cognize what you've said, because you're probably the first person that said that in a day, but give them a chance to think and appreciate that silence. And then they are going to have to reply. They're hoping that you're just going to say, oh, never mind. It's okay. I'll buy it, or I can't afford it, whatever. But they will, if you give them a moment of silence. I'm not sure why we hate silence. It's a funny thing. We want to fill the gaps. But that's another thing, another technique in this negotiation art, is just be prepared to just stop. Just look them in the eye. See, what do you think? Anyway, make the most of your time. Another good thing about being a little older is we have got the time to, not that we're not busy. I don't mean to make that flippant comment. We all are still very busy, but we have got a little bit of time to shop around and come back and see. In fact, I just bought something, it's an item of clothing, but it was marked down 50% off, and it was still too expensive for me. So I live fairly close to the shopping area. So every couple of days I would pop back in. And I just I know exactly where to go, and I would go and see if it was marked down. And one day it was marked down again, and I got 70% off at the end of the day. But it was because I was prepared to come back, and I was prepared to wait. And that is, that's important. The other important thing is don't then go ahead and waste your savings. So if you're able to buy a car, and you get it at a reduced price, say $500 less than you had in your mind budgeted, take that $500 and put it into your retirement savings. Don't just spend it on something else. Don't buy 2 of something or whatever. Use your savings from negotiation very wisely. And you know how much $500, if you put that into a savings account, can make you, or investment account, I should say, can make you over time. So I think those are the key points for negotiation, the art of. Find a mentor that can help you with this. Watch someone doing it, and maybe watch some tips on videos like this one at Retire Different, because we are here to help you save money, make money, have a very happy and productive retirement. That's why we are retiring differently than the past. Thank you so much for being here, for your support of retiredifferent.com. Look forward to having a conversation with you on this. And do you regularly negotiate prices on big ticket items? Or do you negotiate in general? Are you a good negotiator? What are your tips? Leave your comments in the section below. We'd love to have this a shared conversation. We're looking forward to reading what you have to say. And again, thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye-bye for now.